Damn it. And this one is Jerry's line. Was it apple?
Was it apple?
And Durai, what else?
What else?
Yeah, and once again, the nuance of what else is what?
Of course.
Exactly. Perfect. Good job. And Ahmad. Now, Ahmad, I don't know if you're using body language, but remember, when you do this one, Ahmad, you have to say, do I know you?
Do I know you?
Are you doing the body language?
Yes, now yes.
Good. And Irina, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Are you doing the body language?
This time, yes.
Okay, good. So this is a pretty terrible situation for Elaine. This strange guy recognizes Elaine because of the mannequin. Oh my goodness. You guys did really good. Excellent job. Questions on anything Seinfeldian?
Shane, can you explain one more time, please, what this Kramer expression, this wild savage free-for-all?
Okay. So the idea of wild is uncontrollable. Okay? So it's out of control. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So when you do the figure eight, you're in control because it's a consistent, it's a continuous pattern. So the figure eight is just like this, right? You're in control. Strumming the old banjo, you're in control. But wild would be like this, like chaotic, chaos. Do you understand?
Yes,
Okay.
I understand it now.
And savage means kind of hard. So if you scratch somebody, it's really nice and soft, but sometimes it's like really hard, okay? That would be savage. Got it?
So if anything can happen when she scratches his back.
Exactly.
Okay.
And free for all means anything can happen. It could be the figure eight, the strumming the old banjo, savage, anything is possible. That's what free for all means. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good. So that's the idea. Any questions? Any other questions? Santa Raisin likes the free for all, I guess. We have Sergey and Santa today. They're monitoring. Welcome, you two.
Shane, I have a question.
Yes.
What is it? I've lost that.
That's okay. If you find it, let me know. That's okay. Anybody else?
Can I
Yes.
ask? My lady friend, he mean my girlfriend or his Kramer expression, my lady friend?
Yeah, this is Kramer's English is sometimes kind of funny. And he uses old expressions. So another word for girlfriend is lady friend. So my lady friend means my girlfriend. But it's it's an old style English expression. I mean from the 1940s, the 1950s. That's the idea. It's a perfectly fine expression, but 99% of the people will say girlfriend. But Kramer, he's got a unique style. And yes, according to Santa, Kramer's image is perfect for lady friend rather than girlfriend, because Kramer's very eccentric. Do you know the word eccentric?
Yes.
Yeah. Kramer's very eccentric, very unique, and the word lady friend is perfect for Kramer. But David's a young guy, our David here in the Hangout. If David said lady friend, it would be a little bit strange. It'd be funny, but a little bit strange. So David, never use lady friend. You can, David, but girlfriend would be more common.
If it's just a girl, a friend, not a lover,
Right.
what is it?
Yeah, people say it like this. She's my girlfriend. So we make a clear distinction, okay? So, for example, this is Christy. Oh, is that your girlfriend? No, she's not my girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. So we would emphasize it like that. Does that make sense?
If it's separate, it means friend.
Yes, and when we write it, we can separate it, and it means friend.
And if it together, it means really girlfriend.
Exactly. It means you two are dating.
Okay.
Yeah. But to be honest, it's impossible for men to have girlfriends.
Why not?
It doesn't work.
What are you kidding? I have some.
No, there's something weird.
My wife hates them.
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your wife, if your wife hates them, then you cannot have them.
One of them, my ex-wife, and the other just friend.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, personally, yeah, I don't have any girl friends. Women are my nemesis. More questions.
Don't say that, because maybe you will have a girlfriend soon, and she will hear your DDM this lesson, and she will be angry at you.
Oh, if she's angry at that, then she doesn't deserve to be my girlfriend.
Maybe she will change your mind.
Maybe. I doubt it. More questions.
Shane, Women's Day is coming.
Mother's Day.
Shane, Women's Day is coming. Women's Day.
What do you mean Woman's Day?
Sorry, Women's Day.
Where is Women's Day?
Monday, I guess.
Really?
In my office, they celebrate on Monday.
Oh.
Or is it only for our office? Not sure.
I'm checking. Women's Day. Oh, Saturday, March 8th is International Women's Day. Yes, International Women's Day.
That's why I think Amar got angry.
Oh, now Ahmad, please understand, and to all the women who watched this video, when it comes to women's rights and equality, I 100% support you. When it comes to being my friend, I don't want you. That's my philosophy. Yes, and actually, Durai, you're right. Saturday, March 8th is International Women's Day. Very good.
Yeah. Since that is a holiday, we celebrate on Monday on office.
Wow, so you have the day off.
No, we have office, but we will celebrate. I mean, we will have special dinner or something. Office they will arrange.
That's very good. It should only be for the women, not for the men.
That's for the sad news.
For the men, only gifts for the women.
There you go. Gifts only for the women. There you go. Bonuses.
And we have also the Mother's Day on 21st of March.
Okay, so in Saudi Arabia, Mother's Day is the 21st of March.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a Friday. Ah, that's your weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. In America, it's in May. I think it's the last Sunday in May. Hold on a second. Let's look together. Mother's Day. It's the second Sunday in May is Mother's Day. Sunday, May 11th. That's in America. I love Mother's Day.
Really?
Sure.
Do you have sale on that day?
I don't know, Ahmad. I don't like shopping, but I think they have many Mother's Day sales.
Good.
So Mother's,
Thinking about,
you're
only
thinking of
about-
shopping.
yeah. My sister, actually my sister in Los Angeles, so she will for May. She will be there, so maybe I will ask her to buy something for me.
Oh, that's excellent. Does your sister live in Los Angeles?
No, she only went for a visit.
For a visit. Oh, that's great. That's great. So maybe she could do some shopping for you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes.
Like the word girl, that's not girlfriend, my lady friend.
Yeah.
This might be used by old man. For example, an old man just to say this is my friend. Can he say my lady friend?
I would say no, because the word lady implies, well, I don't know, lady friend. I think, in my opinion, you can say this is my friend and it has no special meaning. But if you say lady friend or girlfriend, it implies a special meaning, a special relationship. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so even if I saw, a 50-year-old guy say, this is my lady friend, I would suspect he meant girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Does your husband have any lady friends, Ahmad?
I'll kill him.
I'll kill him. Good. Holly agrees. Santa Raisin, all the ladies are saying, I'll kill him. Irina, if your husband has a lady friend, is that okay?
I should ask him, I think. If he thinks it's okay. But I think he's not going to have one.
He's not going to have one. That's good. That's good. Santa Raisin says, I would peel him like a banana. Oh, God.
He's very tough, though.
Santa is very tough. Santa's scary.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good.
Good. It's good to hear you, Besher. How is school?
Good.
Good. Do you know Mother's Day is coming up?
Yes.
Did you buy a gift for your mother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, young man. Where did you get the money? From your mother?
Yeah.
That's good, Besher. Did you see Parmi's picture?
Yes.
Do you like Parmi's pictures?
Yes.
Parmi's always eating candy.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good because it will give him some germs.
It'll give him germs in his teeth, right?
Yeah.
That's right. He needs to brush his teeth a lot. That's right. Santa Raisin has a question. Can I say man friend? Yeah. I think most women say guy friend. I think guy friend is more typical. So if you say boyfriend, then it would mean a relationship. But guy friend, it means no, just a male friend. We do say male friend and female friend also. Do you have female friends? Do you have male friends? We say that also. Where are Parmi's pictures? Holly wants to know. They're on my Facebook channel. Have you been to my Facebook page, Holly?
Yes, I didn't see them.
I'll show you. Un moment. We can see here. So if you go to my Facebook page, it's here. It's a recent post by others.
I put up the link. Where? I put the link up.
Oh, you put the link up. Thank you. This is the latest picture from Parmi.
Coach Shane, I want to see the real Parmi.
The real Parmi, well, he doesn't stay with me.
I know.
Yeah.
Because you left Parmi in Korea, right?
No. Parmi moved overseas. He moved to a different country. He's in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but Parmi will visit me soon.
Oh,
It's in Europe.
I thought Parmi is a girl name or a girl, not girlfriend. I mean a friend, but a girl.
Parmi's a boy.
And the name of Parmi, is it a boy, a male name?
It's a male's name. That's right. Parmi. It's a guy's name.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
They're all like I said, Ahmad, I do not work with women.
Even friends?
Even bears and lambs. Nope, they're all men.
You have cats?
Oh yeah, I do have cats. They're both females.
Yeah.
But they had the operation. Yeah, my cats are its. They're not female anymore. They're its. Any other questions? We're talking about Parmi now. My goodness.
Can I ask
Go ahead, Irina.
question about auto? It's not really common auto, more common shoes or must.
I'm sorry. A question about what?
Ought to see. You guys
Ought
see.
to. Yes.
Ought. It's not really common.
Yeah, this is the thing. So what you're saying is right. Where is it? You guys ought to see Kramer. There you go. Yes. This is what I think is the case, Irina. 80% of the time, or maybe 85% of the time, we say should. You should see. You should see. But that 10, 15, 20% of the time, we say ought to. Ought to. You ought to see. You ought to see. Okay, so for me, you ought to do that. Boy, I don't know. I think it really is 80-20. I think it's 80-20. So,
You should see.
yeah, should see I think is much more common, but ought to is definitely fine. Actually, let's do a Google search. Let's see what happens on Google.
What's the
type-
difference between gotta,
It is
have to?
only grammar for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Nobody say it.
You should see 15 million. You ought to see 5 million. So about 25% of the time. 25% of the time we say ought to, and 75% of the time we say should. But I think when we speak, should is much, much, much more common. Okay?
It's not the old English style. It's just not.
No, it's fine. Yep, it's another style. Yep. And Alexander, what was your question?
What's the difference between you ought to see, you have to see, you ought to see?
And the other one, you ought to
You
see.
should see, you would see.
You would see. It's not going to be.
So you would. I was wrong.
Okay. Oh, you gotta see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you these 5. So first of all, these 2 can go together.
Share the screen.
Oops, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, you ought to see, you have to see, you should see, you got to see, you must see. First of all, these 2 should go together. So you ought to see, you should see, same thing. No difference. No difference. So you can just keep those together as one happy family. And the idea for this is recommendation. Okay? So oughta, should is a recommendation. These 3 also basically mean the same thing. Okay? And the nuance here actually is must. Now, however, there is kind of a degree, and I'm going to get rid of, whoops. Hold on a second. Why is this not working nicely? Okay. And if we have an order, this would be the order. So you must see is very strong, very, very, very strong. You have to see is very close to must. Must is the strongest. Have to is a little bit weaker than must. And gotta would be even a little bit weaker than that, okay? So this is, if must is 100%, have to, I'm just going to guess, this is just a guess, 98%, and gotta, 95%. But it's the same thing. But if you want to get really specific, must is absolutely. Have to is right there, and gotta a little bit less. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good question.
If police says you must go down, it means
Go down.
yeah, right now.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, they probably are ready with their gun. Yeah.
Water gun.
A water gun.
What's a gun? Green letter? Lantern.
Green Lantern? Oh, you mean the laser gun?
No. That was in some of DDM. Some strange gun. Bubble gum, no?
Ah, yeah. The bubble gum. Yeah.
Bubble gum?
That's a long time ago. No.
Yeah.
In DDM? Yeah.
Maybe in DDM.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, what the
Green.
I can't remember.
There is some guy, they talk about a real gun and some another gun. But not maybe a bubble gum.
Maybe it was DD or DDM.
Guys, who remember?
DDM.
What was
It
this?
was a long time ago.
Yeah, can you
It was a
remember?
movie.
It
It was about a movie. I don't remember.
Oh man,
What's a gun?
we'll have to ask on Google or the Google community. I can't remember.
It's just strange feelings when you can't remember.
And remember, I can't remember
Yeah.
too, so it's
No.
not an English problem.
Yeah.
We're just getting old. Okay, any other questions on Seinfeld? Great questions today.
Bras with points.
Do you remember,
what's the points?
you know Madonna?
Yeah, I know.
Madonna in the 1980s, she had a bra that had points.
Ah, like
yeah.
angle.
Exactly. And
Okay.
that's what he's referring to. Yep. So that's the idea. Cones or something like that.
It comes, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move to DDM 98. Did you guys have time to study DDM 98? Yes or no? Be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Very good. Very good. DDM 98, the title was That Was Close. And this was a story from Mississippi. And Mississippi is in the South. And actually we call it not just the South, we call it the Deep South. So if you go to the country area of the South, we call it the Deep South. And the Deep South English is sometimes very, very hard to understand. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Now I did.
Yeah, you need make more.
Do you like it?
You need make more DDM with southern accent.
I'll do that. This one focused on the black people speaking English, which was really difficult to understand even for me sometimes, especially the sheriff's line, this line. I'm still not sure if that's the right answer, but I think it is the right answer. Okay? So let's go ahead and start at the top. And we'll start with Alexander. Alexander, the title and the first paragraph, and then Amai, and then David, and then Durai, and then Holly, and Irina, and then we're going to go backwards again. So Irina, then we'll have Holly, and then I'll tell you. So let's go ahead and start. Hold on a second. Make the screen bigger. Okay, go ahead. Starting with Alexander.
That was close, Mississippi. It happened in Holmes County at a funeral home in Lexington. 16th WAPT's Tammy Estwick explains how family members say he came back to life.
The story is spreading like wildfire. How Walter Williams woke up from the dead in Holland County.
I asked the coroner what happened, and he said the only thing it's cause of a miracle.
I stood there and watched them.
I stood there and watched them.
Go ahead, Durai. Holly's being very rude. Go ahead, Durai.
I'm sorry.
I stood there and watched them put him in a body bag and sip it.
Okay, rude Holly.
You're a monster. The coroner says he checked the pulse around 9 o'clock Wednesday night and pronounced Williams dead at his home in Lexington with no heartbeat.
Irina.
That was It's my turn.
Yes, please. Yep.
That was 10:30, and at 2:30 my cousin called me and said, "Not yet." I said, "What do you mean not yet?" He said, "Daddy's still here."
Great job. And let me go back to Holly.
After the coroner helped move Williams to Porter and Sons funeral home, workers were getting ready to mob him, but that's when he started to move.
And Durai? Durai, your mic is on mute. Thank you.
He was dead. Long story short.
One more time.
He was not dead. Long story short.
Very good. David?
Brian Porter says it's the first time he's ever seen anything like it. A man inside a body bag kicking it to get out.
Very good. And Amai?
So he missed it by how much? I don't know. Couple of minutes maybe?
What are you reading everything for? Alexander?
No. More than that, maybe. Well, we definitely was not gonna do anything to him.
Very good. Back to Amai. One line.
Once you saw that he was alive.
Good. David?
Right. That he was not deceased, right?
Very good. And Durai?
Paramedics rushed Williams to the hospital where tonight family members say they are happy he is alive.
Very good. And Holly?
Now I don't know how long he's gonna be here, but I know he's back right now. That's all what the count.
Very good. And Irina?
In Lexington, Tennessee, District 16 WATT News.
Perfect intonation. Very good. Let me go back to the top here. And I'm going to be confused. Amai. The R. The story is spreading like wildfire.
What is that? Okay. The story is spreading like wildfire.
Good. Let's do it again. The story is spreading like wildfire.
The story is spreading like wildfire.
Very good. Much, much better. And what's the southern accent for this word?
Dead? The word dead?
Yes.
Actually, I didn't watch the 99. This is 98.
Okay, see, that's why I asked. Who did not have time? Okay.
No, it was not in my...
Yeah, that's strange. I sent the invitation again. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. So the southern accent, who can say the southern accent for this?
Yeah.
Dayed.
Oh,
Dayed. There you go. So try it, Amaya. How Walter Williams woke up from the Dayed.
How Walter Williams woke up from the dead.
Oh, perfect. You sound like a person from Mississippi, Amal.
Okay, so I will talk Mississippi accent.
Okay, and this one, just a little bit of L in Holmes County.
Holmes County. For me, yeah.
Yep.
Holmes.
Good job, perfect job. And let me go to Durai. And zipped it up.
Zipped it up.
More Z, Durai. Zipped it up.
Zipped it up.
Good. Try it again. Zipped it up.
Zipped it up.
Sounds pretty good. Zipped it up.
Zipped it up.
Zipped it up.
Zipped it up.
Excellent job. Excellent job. And then what is it? Durai, Holly, Irina. Is this Irina?
Yes.
Don't do proper English. Do Southern English.
What do you mean not yet?
There's no do. What you mean not yet?
What do you mean not yet?
There you go. And yes, Irina, grammatically we should say, what do you mean not yet? That's right. But in the South, you're going to hear, what you mean not yet?
Shane,
Yes.
he didn't say not yet. He said not yet.
Thank you. What you mean not yet? What you mean
Not
not yet? And after Irina, we go back to Holly. This sentence, please.
After the coroner helped move Williams to Porter and Sons funeral home.
Okay, so this is kind of a difficult sentence to hear because of the long proper noun. Okay, so we have to be clear here. So listen carefully. After the coroner helped move Williams to Porter and Sons funeral home.
After the coroner helped move Williams to Porter and Sons funeral home.
Okay, let's try this a little bit one more time. After the coroner helped move Williams to Porter and Sons funeral home.
After the coroner helped move Williams to Porter and Sons funeral home.
Good. Sounds much better. Great job. And this is not Brian, David, it's Byron.
Byron.
There you go. Very good. And Amar, this one.
So he missed it by how much?
So he missed it by how much?
So he missed it by how much?
By how much?
By how much?
Perfect. Perfect. And who is this? I think this was Durai? Yeah, Durai.
Yeah, Shane.
The whole sentence, please.
Paramedics rushed Williams to the hospital where tonight family members say they are happy he's alive.
Great job. More H. To the hospital.
To the hospital.
Good. Paramedics rushed Williams to the hospital.
Paramedics rushed Williams to the hospital.
Where tonight family members say.
Where tonight family members say they're happy he's alive.
Excellent job. Very good. Very good. And that is it for the pronunciation. It sounds really good. Any questions about anything? Isn't that scary?
Yes, very scary. Shane,
Very scary.
that singer, Pharrell Williams, he is from Southern too?
Which singer?
Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell.
Pharrell, yes.
The black guy.
Yes.
I don't know where he's from. He might be. Let's find out. Let's go to Wikipedia.
Who?
Because that music happened.
Who is it?
He pronounced nothing.
It's
Like none.
none. Yeah. Let's find out. Pharrell. This is Pharrell. He was born, it looks like he was born in Virginia. And Virginia is, Virginia country is Southern. Yeah, but he was born in Virginia Beach, which is kind of a city. No, I would say he probably doesn't use a Southern style. But yeah, when we have the word nothing, it can sound like none. I didn't get none. I didn't get nothing. I want none from you. I want nothing from you. That's possible, but this is the thing with Southern English. There's a lot of black people in the South, and black people have their own kind of accent and their own grammar, and we tend to call Black English Ebonics. And you can see Ebonics is African American Vernacular English. This is called Ebonics, and here's the Ebonics right here. Ebonics means ebony, E-B-O-N-Y, which is black, and phonics, which is sound or the language. So black language is what it means. But and it talks about here, it shares parts of its grammar and phonology with Southern American English. Okay, so Ebonics has its roots in Southern American English, but even especially black people in New York use lots of Ebonics. And what that basically means is a different usage of grammar. So what do you, instead of what do you, what you, they don't use the do. And the pronunciation can be different too. Another example would be with you. In Ebonics, they say with you, with you. They don't pronounce the TH. They change it to F sound. So Ebonics is, you can hear Ebonics in lots of music, lots of rap music. And of course, in this news show, we heard some Ebonics. But I wouldn't really call this Ebonics. I would call it Southern American English. Southern American English, especially in the black community. Does that make sense, David?
Yes.
Okay. I do not recommend students learn Ebonics. It's useful for music if you like the music, but when you're speaking English, I recommend the standard English. And what's really interesting is when I was in the Army, I had a friend who was black. And when he would speak with me, his English was perfectly normal, just regular English. But when he would speak with his black friends, he would change to Ebonics. And I was always amazed at the difference. It was shocking for me because I'm from northern Wisconsin. There are no black people, so I was not familiar with the black community. So that was a big cultural difference for me, and it's a different style of English, that's for sure. But it's not necessarily Southern, but it's based on Southern American English. Okay?
Okay.
There's a guy who, there's a black guy who teaches English on YouTube. What is his name? Philochoco or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like his style because he teaches proper English and Ebonics. He teaches both. So if you're interested in Ebonics, I think Philochoco might be a good person to follow.
What's his name?
Филочку.
Can you spell it?
Yeah.
I don't even know exactly.
Something
Thank
like
you.
that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. So if you search YouTube for Philochoco, you can find his channel.
Mm-hmm.
He went to America.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I do not recommend Philochoco for young children like Besher.
Oh, yeah.
Do you agree, Alexander?
Yeah.
Yeah. He uses lots of tough language.
Yeah, but I think his such not very success?
I don't know. All I know is that he's very popular in Russia, and he speaks some Russian. And I think I think there are many teachers, and even myself. I was an American who spoke Korean, so it was very interesting for Korean people to see a white guy speaking the language. That made you kind of interesting and popular. And I think the same thing for him. He's an American, a black guy who speaks Russian, and I think a lot of Russian people are interested in that. And also he teaches about the black culture and the black music, and which is, I think, interesting to a lot of people. So as far as being a real English teacher, I think he is, but he's a young guy yet, so he's still learning how to teach.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Santa Reza says, if you go there, tell him you got a recommendation from Coach Shane. Yes, please do that.
Shane, I have some questions.
Yeah.
Shane, you were born in...
Well, let's go to Alexander first, and then David.
I saw your explanation video. I'm interested about some aspects. What about in your country? Retire insurance. Do you have some?
Yeah, they call it. There's an IRA and there's Social Security.
Maybe it's the wrong word. I mean, if you go retire, if you old, and you monthly get some money, how it calls?
How what?
No? Do
we have that? That's called Social Security. That's from the government.
Social Security. Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, every month you get $200, I don't know, $600.
Yeah, it's not that much. That's right. That's right. It's a couple $100.
Is it similar in USA?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, you get not that much. I think it'll range between excuse me, probably $200 to, I'm guessing, $1,000 a month. I'm not exactly sure, but
it depends on your salary all entire life. Yeah.
Exactly. Every in America we have a tax called FICA. This is a tax, and this is basically the Social Security tax. I should write SS. Social Security tax. So if you pay a lot of that tax, then your retirement check is bigger. But if you pay a little, then it's small. So for me, I lived in Korea for 20 years, so my FICA will be really small.
I've heard about if you die and you maybe not that. For example, if you wanna get a lot of money when you go retire, and in the future you didn't get nothing for government. Is it correct?
You mean right now?
Yeah. For example, if you 60 years old, you're retired. Yes.
You can.
And you can all your entire life you paid some tax, and if you want, you can get this money from your bank, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you don't get your the Social Security in the future. Is this correct?
I don't think so. However, I think what you're talking about is called a 401k. Okay, so this is a different type of a retirement, okay, pension. So Social Security is a tax, and you do receive that after you're 65 years old. But the 401k is another type of retirement fund, and this is basically, the 401k is basically retirement savings, which is not taxed. And when you retire, you can receive your 401k in one piece. You can get that in one piece, okay? But as far as I know, Alexander, Social Security is given to you monthly until you die, starting at 65. I know of some people who are very young and they collect their 401k money. Okay, that's possible. And I think you might be talking about the 401k.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not too sure. The 401k is called an IRA, which is an investment retirement account, something like that.
What about the coroner? As I understand, this guy just confirmed this man is dead.
Yes,
yeah?
That's right.
After that, the body put in a funeral home. Yeah.
Yes.
And they elbow or
embalm. Yep.
them. But what happened if it was a crime? For example, somebody killed that person.
Yes. So
did they do any investigation about that?
So if it's a we call it, first of all, we say a suspicious death. Okay. The coroner goes there and he says death by natural cause or suspicious death. So if it's death by natural cause, the body goes to the funeral home and they embalm it. But if he says suspicious death, then the police come and the body goes to the morgue, not a funeral home. And at the morgue, they do an autopsy. And an autopsy is like an operation. A doctor opens the body and tries to discover how the person died. And that's the investigation. So if it's a suspicious death, then there's an investigation. The body first goes to a morgue, and then it can go to a funeral home.
But how he could know? Because you said the people elected him.
Right.
Is it could be any other guy?
Yeah, it could be anybody. And I remember in my hometown, the coroner was a retired elementary school teacher.
But
so,
what's the reason to do that job?
Volunteer, community service.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's not a job that I would want. I don't know. Some people like death.
Well, sorry, but what's the meaning of coroner?
The coroner is the basically government official who checks every dead body and makes the document that says this person is dead. It's the official government document that says this person is dead. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. Yeah. But here in our country that the doctor has to do that.
Right. And in a big city like New York City or Chicago, the coroner is almost always a doctor. But in the country, it could be anybody. It could be the paper boy.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Because
It's a
in the
really
country,
strange system.
yeah, in the country, there are no doctors, so you have to have somebody. So that's why usually the coroner is a retired teacher or a retired policeman, somebody retired who has some education. That's usually the coroner.
Okay.
Yeah. David, go ahead. Well,
Do you know the proper name for a physician who do this job?
the autopsy?
No, the job of the coroner.
Oh, it could be anybody. It could be a heart surgeon. It could be a
Yeah,
eye doctor.
But if I say to a doctor, if I call a doctor as a coroner, I could be offend him. No,
Okay, yes, that's right.
there is a proper name to
No.
to
So if the person is a coroner, that's what we call him. So whether he's a doctor or an English teacher, it doesn't matter. We call him the coroner. That's a title,
okay.
like president. So even if the president is a doctor, we still just say president.
Okay.
Okay?
But a doctor would be sad or offended for make a job that anybody could do.
Yeah, that's why I understand what you're saying, and that's why people who become a coroner, they do it for public service. They don't do it for, money or for respect. It's almost always for public service. And once again, people who want to be a coroner are a little bit strange. Yeah. If the person is a doctor, I understand. But if the person is not a doctor, it's a little bit strange to me. Why
They
would
pay good money for it?
No. Let me see. I think many coroners are volunteer. Let's find out here.
Even here in our country, those who wash the dead bodies, those also they do it for free, and it's strange. Those who got this job.
That's right. I agree. Yes. Yeah, the coroner can make good money. The average salary is higher than a paramedic if you watch the video. Yeah, so it's a government job, so I guess it's good retirement money. Once again, most coroners in the country are retired people. So they do get, it's a government job, so they do get paid. So, and it's not a busy job. In the country, it's not a busy job. So I guess it's easy money.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there was a question earlier, who does the investigation? The police will do an investigation, and there's something called a medical examiner. A medical examiner is like a coroner, but they will examine the body, and it's usually a doctor. Not always, but usually a doctor. Do you know CSI, the TV show CSI?
No.
There's a very popular show called CSI in America.
Yes.
And those people would be qualified to be a medical examiner, probably. But there are licenses and tests that you have to take. It's not that easy. So you see here, the coroner is an elected official. So he has to go through an election. But the medical examiner, yeah, they say here, a trained physician. It's a doctor who has special training in studying why people die. Okay?
What about if somebody has a death illness like cancer, and the time is coming up? What are the people? Where this man? Where he can? Where he die at home or at the hospital?
Okay, so if he dies at home, a coroner will go. If he dies at the hospital, the coroner does not need to go. The doctor will sign the document. So doctors...
No, I mean, you know, for example, your uncle is have a cancer, and he soon will be dying.
Yep.
This time, where he gonna stay to die?
Right.
In the hospital, or he can? I choose to die at home, for example.
Right.
He can do that.
Yep.
What about to get the pain more less level? How it comes? Euthanasia or
euthanasia.
No, euthanasia. To not feel the pain.
You mean the drugs, like painkillers? Yeah.
Yeah. The doctor come at home and do shot.
Yeah, that happens. They do have. Actually, one of my uncles did die of cancer, and he died at home. And every day, I think, the nurse came and gave him a shot to reduce the pain. And he died at home where he wanted to die. So yes, they do have that service. It's not cheap.
It's for money?
Oh yes, absolutely.
But if you don't have money?
Then you die in pain or you go to the hospital. I mean, this is the big problem in America with the insurance system. If you don't have a family, you can go to the hospital and die there, but they're not going to give you the best painkillers. You can be sure. Do you understand?
What is painkillers?
Taking medicine to reduce the pain. So if you have a cancer, it can be very painful. So they give you, do you know morphine?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can give you something like morphine, which will take the pain away. Another very common thing in America these days is using marijuana as a painkiller. It's cheaper. It's cheaper than morphine.
Do you mean some illness guy just smoke marijuana at home?
And doctors will give you a prescription, yes.
Mm,
So if the doctor says he can smoke marijuana for his medical condition, then you can.
I don't think marijuana is a good painkiller.
It depends on the
On the
problem.
spot?
It depends on the disease. It works for some problems. For example, have you ever heard of glaucoma?
Yeah.
Yeah, glaucoma is in the eye. And
Mm,
if you smoke marijuana, it completely takes away the pressure and pain. Very
interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. It, because it's strange for our country. We can, if somebody in your family is dying and the doctor come in, they need to give a police officer here because it's a drug. And sometimes it's difficult to call the police because they always busy. And when my friend's father is dying, it was terrible because he didn't get the painkiller because the doctor said we can't find the police here, and he's dying really hard, and it was terrible. You can't do something. You wanna just shut these guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh
Terrible.
man, that's really sad. That's
We don't pay money for that, but the service is really terrible, and I don't understand how it can be.
wow.
What about in Russia? Maybe Irene can
Irina?
tell us.
I'm originally from Ukraine, and I have only one person in Ukraine who died
Did they
for
have
cancer. He used to be my neighborhood,
uh-huh.
and he died for cancer, and he got his shoot. I heard it was not problem to get in that shoot.
So it was easy for him to get the shots.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nurses came every day and did it.
Yeah, the nurse came every day and they did not need the police.
I don't really know, but I don't hear it was a problem.
Yeah.
I hear a problem in this country.
So in the Ukraine it was no problem.
I don't know, maybe it's a problem, but in this case it's not a problem
Okay.
this time.
Yeah. Well, that's really sad to hear. Somebody who wants to die at home, I think it's a good thing. But if they have a difficult time receiving their medication because they're at home, that's really sad.
Shane, the problem is you can't die at hospital. They said to you, go home. You can't be here, be there. That's a problem.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where do you live, Alexander?
Belarus.
Oh,
That's
Because
bad.
if you die at hospital, it's increase.
bad statistic.
It's not good for hospital.
The
You
image
understand?
of the hospital goes down.
Yeah.
Too many
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
I heard this before. Bad statistic, go home and die.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's terrible.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
problem about statistic. What cares about that?
That's so sick.
We don't have a private hospital. We have some, but we don't do some operation like eye operation or I don't know. It's just little thing.
Yeah. Well, that's really sad. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Yeah. More questions. Let's be as healthy as we can until we die, and then let's die quickly. Painlessly and quickly.
Heart attack when you sleep.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best. To have a delicious meal and to have a nice evening, to go to sleep and not wake up. That's the best way to die.
Yeah.
Shane, you
Yes,
born
David.
in Wisconsin.
One more time?
And
Yeah, I was
born.
I was born in Texas, but only stayed for 3 months and then went to Wisconsin.
Then it's a counter city, no? What?
Very country. Very country.
And you don't have a country accent.
We don't have what?
Or you have counter accent.
Oh, no. There is a Wisconsin accent, and I forgot it. But basically, we kind of talk like this, a little bit slower, and we like to go deer hunting, and this is kind of how people back in the North Woods like to talk, something like that. Do you understand me? Yes. We don't say.
When you talk with your sister or your mother, you use the country accent.
No, I think my mother grew up in a city. My dad grew up in Chicago, and so at home we always kind of spoke normal. But I do know that many of my friends, when I was young, did speak Wisconsin English, but I think I never did. I think there are some words and some expressions, but in general, my English has always been perfect.
When you were children?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And once again, it depends it depends on your environment. So my family, I grew up in the country, but my family moved several times. So we didn't have roots in the country. But people who have roots in the country, they develop the dialect. They develop the accent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if I moved to Texas, I would probably not pick up a Texas accent. And probably my son wouldn't pick up a Texas accent. But my grandson, he probably would pick up a Texas accent because the roots are deeper. So it depends on your environment or the history of your family, I think, too.
Okay.
Oh, Shane, maybe, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Is it difficult for you to put a podcast in Dropbox?
Oh, no. Would you like that?
Yes, can you please do that?
And if you have an answer file script for it, will be good too.
Okay, the script files go to the website.
Okay.
You in there?
Okay.
If you go here, if there's a script file, this is a Let's Master English website, and if
And just
there's a
click
script file, it's right here.
download.
Yeah, And you can download the podcast here
okay.
too. Do you see that?
I see a script. If I click on the below on this link,
Yeah.
I didn't download the podcast. It just goes.
It just plays.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll put them up there right now. So that'd be 14, 15, and 16, right?
Because I thought you didn't do the podcast.
Ah, no, sir. Okay, I'm going to move them right now. So 14, 15, and 16, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
My pressure. I don't know which one it is. If these, I'm going to just move them. So if there's a problem, let me know, okay?
Okay.
14 is there.
And where we can get the schedule for DDM Live or?
Hold on a second. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
16 is there.
I'm sorry, Shane. I gotta go. Thank you for lesson.
You have a lovely evening and get some good dinner, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Goodbye,
you.
Joe.
Bye-bye. Okay, I moved the podcasts into the folder, so it'll take a minute to upload. Anyway, so you can download those and then let me know if there's a problem. And what was the other question?
About schedule on DDM
Yes.
or on DDM Live?
Yeah, the DDM Live schedule for the next one is March 14th.
For example.
So it's every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you.
I'm just curious where we can find the schedule.
In my
on
head.
The page or in your head. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. No, I need to post it. So, yeah, I'll post it on the Let's Master English community. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll do that right now. You're making me work.
Sorry.
No, that's good. I need to work.
Yeah, you are not working these days.
I'm not working. I'm on some long vacation.
You're a lazy guy.
I'm a lazy bum.
What do you do? Just playing with your kids.
Playing with my kitties.
Kids.
That's it. All day. Just doing nothing.
And having fun with bicycle.
Wasting time.
Having a coffee from Starbucks.
Coffee.
You have a good life.
Life is good.
I'm gonna die.
Why don't you shave?
Who said that? Santa? I don't need to shave.
I think so.
All right. You guys are too harsh. Okay, so I'm putting it up here. Sao Paulo. Oh, I'm going to take this out. Now, once again, starting next week, we have daylight savings time. Do you guys know what that is? Summertime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's for DDM Live and for DDM VIP, like this Hangout, you guys have to check your schedules, okay? Because I don't know when your country changes and things like that. So my recommendation is next week, Thursday, reconfirm the times. And my time zone is called PST. PST, okay? And if you look up a city, it's the same as Los Angeles or Seattle. So Los Angeles or Seattle, that's the same time zone that I'm in. And reconfirm, not today because we don't have summertime until Sunday night. Okay, so next week, Wednesday, Thursday, double check the time. I'm the same. It's going to be the same as today, but for you, it's going to be an hour different. So if there's a problem with the time, you have to let me know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And once again, Santa Raisin says, if you could go ahead and post the timetable on the community page, that'd be super. Yeah, I'm doing that now. And also, I did make the, where is it? DDM, I put something up there. Oh, maybe it was on Facebook. Here we go. Attention all DDM students. And I talked about this a couple of days, March 4th, I talked about this, and the upcoming daylight savings time clock. So there is this information up here. So when you can, please check the community sometimes just to make sure that you don't miss anything, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
When I go back to my my inbox mail to watch, for example, DDM, the answer for DDM like 4 or 5, it doesn't work. Why?
Okay, so yeah, because you have a limited memory in your Dropbox.
It's not in my Dropbox. My Dropbox.
Right. Right.
Like,
It's not because your Dropbox memory is small. And if you want to keep all of the files, you need to pay money. Okay? So if you want something, Ahmad, if you want like DDM 4 or 5, whatever, just tell me and I'll send you a new link. Okay?
but that will be tough for you because you're already busy, and
No,
I feel shy to.
No, no, that's no problem because you paid for the class. So that's why I tell students to download the files. But in your case, you use your iPad, so I understand. So no problem. Just tell me which ones you want, and I'll send you the link, okay?
I can download the whole file if I use the computer.
Yeah, and I tell students who use a computer, download the whole file and keep it if you want.
Oh yes, okay. So if I want to use my desktop and down the from 1 to 100, can I do that?
Yes. However, you have to tell me which ones you want, and then I'll send you the link. And yes, you can do that.
Maybe every month I can download like 10 or 5 like this.
Just tell me, and I'll send them to you. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You bet. You bet.
No.
Any other questions?
Shane, you said you bet. It's like you're welcome.
That's right. You bet. You're welcome. No problem. Thank you. It can mean anything.
I was about to ask the same question.
Yeah.
BET, you bet.
You bet can mean thank you. It can mean you're welcome. It can mean no problem.
Okay.
You got it?
BET.
B-E-T. Yep.
Okay.
It's also an old song by The Who. You better, you bet. When I say I love you, you say you love me.
You without have you have bet or just you bet?
Just you bet. You bet. It can also mean absolutely. So let me write that down.
That means Like
All these possible meanings.
Well, thank you.
You bet. Thank you. I'm thinking now.
No,
Would you do this for me?
yeah, I think you said thank you too.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, can we say it for thank you? Hold on a second.
Oh,
No, not thank you.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not for thank you, just for these. No
So
problem.
is the pronunciation right when I say you bet?
So if I say to you, Amar, will you send me an email?
Yeah.
Amar, you can say you bet. So let's try again. Amar, will you send me an email?
You bet.
Thank you.
But
You can say you bet again, okay? So let's do it again. Amar, you ask me. Shane, will you send me an email?
Coach Shane, would you send me an email?
You bet.
You bet.
No, you don't
job
say you bet.
interview.
You don't say. So this is the dialogue. Listen.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah,
Okay, try it.
okay. Coach Shane, would you send me an email
You bet.
so I don't have to?
No, say thank you. That's right. Okay, let's try it again. Holly, you try it.
Shane, will you send me an email?
You bet.
Thank you.
You bet.
Shane, would
How
you
do-
borrow money?
I wish.
Shane, you can use you bet in a job interview.
It depends. It depends. Generally, I would say no, but it really depends on the atmosphere.
Okay.
So
Just with friends.
at IBM, no. But at what's a cool company?
Mackenzie.
And McKinsey? No. I wouldn't say you bet at
Apple.
McKinsey. Apple, maybe yes. Apple, maybe you could say you bet. If you're a designer, yes. If you're an accountant, no. It really kind of depends. In general, no.
Okay.
Oh, so I should do an E cubed about this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's our
Yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah.
Shane, I have one question.
I have one answer.
I read some material story about my my residents from my country. They go to America for 2 months for holiday with entire family. They just fly. They just fly to America and bought two minivans and go to across all America
Right.
and have fun. Is it that easy to go to America and buy a car and don't register them, or how it happens?
Did they buy a car or did they rent a car?
They said they buy a car.
For
For example, I saw a store where a used car sell.
Right.
I go there and I'm a foreigner and I say I want to buy this car. I pay them, for example, $5,000, and I just sit there and go everywhere. Is that okay?
It might be. If you have a license and insurance, it might be. I'm checking. Hold on. Okay, before 911, it was easy. Before 2001, 911, it was easy. But now it's more difficult. And the difficult thing is the insurance. But yeah, if you're interested, I'll give you this link. And yeah, it is possible, but it's not that easy. Before 9/11, it was very easy, but now I guess it's a little bit more difficult. And insurance seems to be the big problem. Santa Raises says, can I say you bet to goodbye? Goodbye, you bet. It's possible. It's possible.
If it says the ex-wife, maybe it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it's sarcastic, have a nice day, you bet. Yeah. It'd be quite rude. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. You bet. Yeah, sure, sure. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll finish up today's hangout. You guys had great questions. We had a long one today, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Great. I'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
You bet.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.